Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to English lesson. Today inshallah we are going to discuss the last lesson of Unit 1. Let's go out. Our lesson for today is going to be about form, meaning and function presented by me Turki Al-Fayfi. First of all, we are going to read these two examples to introduce the new idea we have for today. Please read the examples with me. Look carefully at the examples. I have teacher and I have a student here. Look at the example. Teacher said, you must complete the essay by Friday. You must complete the essay by Friday. Then student said, we have to complete the essay by Friday. We have to complete the essay by Friday. Okay. What's the difference here between the two examples? Okay, I could say or guess that I have the word must here and also I have the word have to for the student here. Now in meaning, what do you think? What do we have here? What is it or what do they refer to? Yeah, refer to something or refer to obligations. Necessity, yes, they have to do something. They have to do something. Who? The student. But here the teacher said, you must. So sometimes we use must here to refer to something or to the person himself feel that it's necessary to do this thing. Okay. A student here said, we have to complete the essay by Friday. Yeah, they receive a command, so they use have to refer to necessity or obligation. Okay, good. That's the first idea for our lesson. Let's see must and mustn't, the use of them. They call model auxiliaries. Okay, we call them model auxiliaries, must and mustn't. Why we use must or mustn't? Because we are talking about obligation or necessity, okay? The form of modal verb must is the same for all subjects. What do you know about subject? Remind me by subjective pronouns. What did we say last time? We have different for kind, for singular and plural. We have I, you, we, they, and he, she, and it. Okay, so must come with them all. Okay, must, I must, you must, we must, they must, he must, she must. Okay, it must. Okay, good. Now it's followed by base form of the main verb without to. Focus on this idea, okay? Without to. So, no to after must, okay? It's wrong to use to here. Yeah, it's wrong, okay? So, I have to use the verb in the base form. I must do homework, okay? I must do my homework. Okay, do. I must drink water every day. I must do my chores. Okay, good. We use must to express obligation and necessity, as we said. Okay, something compulsory to do. We have to do these things. Look at the example. We must follow the rules. We must follow the rules. Okay, something necessary to follow up the rules. Okay, he must stop at the traffic lights. No choice. Yeah, you can't pass the red light, so you must stop. You must stop. Okay, good. So we will agree that must shouldn't be followed by to and should be followed by the verb in the base form. Yeah. Mustn't We use mustn't to express that something is forbidden or not allowed. Okay, forbidden, not allowed. Okay, you can't do this thing at all. No choice. Okay, so you mustn't talk during the test. You don't have a choice to talk or to ask a question. Okay, so mustn't here prevent talking. Okay, so it's forbidden or not allowed to talk during the test. They mustn't bark on the sidewalk. Okay, it's prohibited. Okay, not allowed. Okay, it's forbidden to stop there. Yeah, you will get a penalty. Okay, good. That's the use of must and mustn't. Okay, let's move to another idea we have here. Have to and don't have to. Okay, they are also model auxiliaries. When should we use them? The same, we have to use them to express obligation and necessity. Okay, so you will see it's the same use of must. It's the same use of must, okay? I have to use them in something or to express obligation. Okay, can I use them in the past form? Yes, you can use them in the past form. Have to, I have to use had to in the past form. Can I use it with all kind of pronouns, subjective pronouns? Yes, but you have to take care of a singular form or plural form. Okay, we have to for plural form and has to for singular form. Like what? Has to. He, she, it. Okay. Had to comes with all kind of subjective pronouns, either singular or plural. Good. Look at the examples here. We use have to express obligation and necessity. Remember that. They have to wear uniforms at school. They have to wear uniform at school. Okay, so have to here refers to obligation, to necessity, okay? No choice. You don't have a choice to wear different kind of or casual clothes, okay? She has to do her chores. Okay, has to refers, or we have third person singular here, she. She has to do her chores. In the past form, I had to clean my room. I had to clean my room. So that's the use of have to in different time. Okay. Look carefully at the question. When you form or you want to make a question using or you want to express obligation or necessity here by using have to, has to, or had to, you have to use a helping verb, auxiliary do, does or did. Depends on the time that you ask your question. Do we have to be there early? Do we have to be there early? Look, as I have to here, I have to use in the question do. Do we have to be there early? Okay, what about singular form? She has to do her chores. Yes, does. Does he? Okay, it's does he. Does she have to do her chores? Does he have to go now? Okay, the verb has to back to the base form in the question. I have to write it in the base form. Does he have to go now? Okay, that's the question in the singular form, third person singular. In the past, you will use auxiliary did. Good. Did you have to work late? No, had to in the question. Have to. The verb will be in the base form. Good. Now, the last idea of using have to, we use don't have to say there is no obligation. It's not necessary, okay? So when we use negative form here, we means that it's not necessary, okay? You have a choice. Also in the past form we use didn't. Okay, good. Look at these examples. You don't have to iron the socks. You don't have to. You don't have to. Don't have to. Okay? You didn't have to work yesterday. Didn't have to. Didn't here in the past form. Have to in the base form. Okay, I have to write it in the base form. So, have to should be written in a question and negative form with auxiliary do, does, or did. Okay, good. That's the idea of model auxiliary of have to, don't have to. We use them for to express obligation and necessity. We use them in the past form or in the present form. Okay, we have to take care of the third person singular, okay, in the present form, and use does in the question, and use has to in the affirmative sentence. Let's do some exercise, or before doing this exercise, we will refer to your books, page 9. We have the same idea, must and have to, must, mustn't, have to, and don't have to. Okay. Let's summarize the idea we talked about. Have, must here, and have to. Must, look at the speaker. He thinks it's necessary to do, and also have to think it's necessary. But here the speaker and there may be another person. When I say I have to do my homework, my teacher thinks it is necessary to do my homework, okay? But here the speaker, when I say I must drink water every day, as I am a speaker, okay, I use must, okay, must. Okay, now that is the use of must and have to. Both of them refer to obligation and necessity. Okay, remember to use had to in the past with the have to use, okay? Remember also to use had to talk, or to use it instead of must. In the past, you don't have the word must in the past form, so you have to use the word had to. Look at the example here. We use had to instead of must in the past sentence. I had to pay my speeding ticket yesterday. The example here, we use had to instead of must because it's yesterday, it's in the past, okay? So no past form for the must. It doesn't like, it's not like the they have to use, okay? Let's move to the exercise I have here. Look at the boy here you have. What is he doing? I think he's doing his chores, housework. Yeah, I think it's necessary to do that. Yeah, he has no choice. So we will complete the sentences with has to, must, and mustn't. Okay. Omar here, this boy called Omar. He's ironing his pant, or maybe t-shirt, okay? I don't know exactly. Okay, Omar here do his chores. What should we use? What's the correct answer? Has to, must, or mustn't? Someone will say has to. Yeah, I'll say yes. Okay. Someone or other one will say must. Yeah, it's correct also. Both answers are correct. So, but mustn't, no. So he has to do this one. Yeah, we have the answer of must, has to. Look at number 2. He hang out with his friends now. No. So he's doing his chores. So he has to or must or mustn't. Yeah, good. The last one. Mustn't hang out with his friends now. Okay, good. Okay, what about the third one? Clean up the kitchen. One of housework he has to do. Yeah, so we will say must. And it's okay to say has to. Yeah, good. Must and has to. Number 4, wash the dishes. It's also one of housework, so he has to do. He must do this work. So must and has to, it's okay, correct. Number 5, clean the floor. Yeah, clean the floor. One of his job. Okay, one of his jobs, so he must clean the floor. He has to clean the floor. Okay, good. Number 6, take out the garbage. Taking out the garbage, one of chores or activities or jobs that we have to do at home. Okay, so he must or he has to take out the garbage. Okay. Last, or the one before the last, he talk on the phone now. Can he talk on the phone? No. He has to finish his job firstly. Okay, so we will say mustn't talk on the phone now. It's not allowed, prohibited. Okay. Our last one, be lazy and irresponsible. No, we have to be responsible of our jobs and finish them. So we will say he mustn't be lazy and irresponsible. Okay, good. That's the answer for the first exercise you have on your box, page 9. You can take a screenshot or pause the video. You have to copy the answer. Let's move to the second exercise, B. Complete the sentences with the correct form of must or have to. Okay, we have the same idea here, but we have to decide through the meaning of these speeches what should we use. Is this thing obligatory or necessary to do or not allowed, prohibited? Okay, so we have to decide. Look, how long the grass is. Okay, we really mow the lawn. So I think something we have to do. Okay, we must mow the lawn. Okay, so we really what? Must, have to, maybe both. Yes, both of them. Okay, something necessary to do. Okay, Nora, finish her assignment because it's due tomorrow. So she has to. Or have to. Yes, she has to. Or we can say must. Okay, must, Nora must. Nora has to finish her assignment because it is or it's due tomorrow. Good. Now let's move to number 3. We go to school yesterday. It was Saturday. No school at Saturday, okay? So we mustn't, okay? Or we can say we don't have to go to school. We mustn't, okay? Or we didn't have to go to school yesterday. It was Saturday. We use didn't have to. Yeah, it's in the past form. We can't use mustn't in the past form. Yeah, the sentence here, sorry, yeah, it's was Saturday. As we said last page, in the last page, mustn't doesn't have past form, so we have to use didn't have to as we have here. Okay, good. You cross the street when the light is red. Can we cross the street when the light is red? No. So we have to choose the word mustn't, something not allowed at all, okay? so we mustn't cross the street when the light is red. I babysit, so I didn't. Yeah, it's in the past form. Hang out with my friends yesterday. Okay. Had to. I had to babysit, so I didn't hang out with my friends yesterday. Okay. What time? It's a question now. Question mark we have. Sorry, what time did we leave? Okay. What time? I have two gaps. Leave for the airport. Our flight's at 10 in the morning. Okay. So we can say, do we have to leave? I have to auxiliary do. Use it. Okay. Do we have to leave for the airport? Our flight's at 10 in the morning. Can I use must here? Yes, I can. How can I use it? What time must we leave for the airport? Let's see the answers. Yeah, do we have to leave for the airport? Our flight's at 10 in the morning. And we can use must instead of do and have to. Okay, number 7. Number 7. Children eat a healthy breakfast every morning. Yeah, they have to. They must. Okay, must have to eat a healthy breakfast every morning. Mother, number 8, cook tonight because we are going out for dinner. Okay, we will talk about negative form. You have to decide if it is affirmative or negative. So it is negative here. Don't have to. Don't have to, or maybe, oh sorry, doesn't have to, or maybe mustn't. Okay, it's okay. But here we have a choice when we said doesn't have to, means that she can cook. Okay. How long? You wait for the bus this morning. How long do you have to wait for the bus this morning? And also, sorry, this morning, okay, we are talking about the past form, this morning, yeah, it passes, okay? So, did you have to wait for the bus this morning? Okay, good. And last one, we mustn't forget to take our camera with us on vacation, okay? We use mustn't, okay? So, it's something necessary, okay? No excuses about. Okay, that's the idea of model auxiliaries, okay? Remember using them and know how to use them. You have to focus on the past form that we don't or we can't use most in the past form. We use had to or didn't have to instead of, okay? And we use must and have to for obligation or necessity, okay? Mustn't and don't, doesn't, didn't have to, we use them for something forbidden or not allowed to talk or to use it, okay? And that's the last idea for our lesson for today. I wish you enjoy this lesson, and I wish you enjoyed the whole of units we discussed these 2 weeks. Thank you for listening and have a beautiful